Lust, the silent killer of men, the destroyer of focus, the thief of potential. You think it's harmless, just a moment, just a release, just one more scroll, one more fantasy. But deep down, you know the truth. It's eating you alive. Every time you give in to lust, you're not just losing a few seconds of pleasure. You're trading your energy, your drive, your power. You're giving away the very thing that could have built your empire. See, lust isn't evil on its own. It's energy. Raw, primal, electric energy. It's the spark that can ignite greatness or burn your life to ashes. And most men, they let it burn them. They scroll endlessly. They chase empty screens in fake perfection. They seek comfort in illusion instead of creation. They waste their fire on pixels while their real life stays cold. That's why the modern man is weak. Not because he lacks potential, but because he leaks it. He trades his power for pleasure, his vision for vanity, his purpose for poison. But not you. Not anymore. You have to learn to control it, not by avoiding it, but by transforming it. By taking that same energy and turning it into something unstoppable. That hunger you feel, that fire in your chest, that's not meant to be wasted. That's meant to be used. You can lift with it. You can build with it. You can grind with it. You can create something that outlives your urges. When you feel that pull, that craving, that urge to escape into lust, remember this. You are being tested. And if you fail that test, you stay a slave. But if you conquer it, you become a king. Because a man who can master his desires can master anything. Control your body, and you control your destiny. Control your mind, and no one can control you again. The world wants you addicted. They want you docile, distracted, weak. Because weak men are easy to control. They consume instead of create. They follow instead of lead. But when you master yourself, when you take that same energy that once enslaved you and turn it into your fuel, you become dangerous. Focused. Unstoppable. A threat to mediocrity. Let the weak waste their nights chasing fake intimacy. You build yourself in the dark. You sharpen your edge. You use every moment of temptation as a signal to rise higher. Because lust doesn't go away. It just changes form. You can't kill it, but you can conquer it. You can't suppress it, but you can transmute it. Take that fire and feed your goals. Feed your mission. Feed your greatness. Do you know how empires were built? Through obsession. Through control. Through men who knew how to delay gratification, to channel their hunger into creation. Think of Nikola Tesla, a man who devoted every ounce of his energy to his work, not to pleasure. Think of warriors and athletes who train when everyone else scrolls. Think of lions. They don't waste energy chasing every movement in the grass. They wait. They focus. They strike only when it matters. That's how you must be. You don't let your instincts run wild. You master them. You forge them into weapons. When you stop being controlled by lust, something changes in your eyes. You start walking differently. Talking differently. Moving differently. Because now, you own yourself. You start noticing how many men are slaves, constantly searching, constantly empty. But you're building something. You're building strength. Focus. Vision. You're building a life worth desiring, instead of chasing temporary pleasure. Lust is like a storm. Uncontrolled, it floods and destroys everything in its path. But when directed, it powers cities. It fuels creation. It drives evolution. Every time you resist temptation, you're not suppressing yourself, you're refining yourself. You're proving you're a man who can command his own nature. And that's rare in this world. That's what separates the wolves from the sheep. The weak think pleasure equals freedom. But real freedom is control. Real power is restraint. Real masculinity is discipline. Because discipline is not punishment. It's protection. It's armor against destruction. Every time you say no to lust, you're saying yes to strength. Yes to clarity. Yes to growth. You're reclaiming the power that was yours all along. And when you redirect that energy, when you pour it into your training, your work, your mission, everything changes. Your body grows stronger. Your focus sharpens. Your confidence skyrockets. And your mind becomes your weapon. You stop chasing and start attracting. Because power always attracts. And when you become power itself, you don't need to chase anything. Most men lose themselves to lust because they're bored. Empty. Directionless. But when you live with purpose, lust becomes powerless. Because your mission consumes you. Your fire burns brighter than any distraction. So instead of running from lust, rise above it. Use it. Let it push you to do more, to become more, to build more. That same energy that makes men weak can make you unstoppable if you control it. When you feel that urge, don't waste it. Transmute it. Lift heavier. Grind harder. Work longer. Focus deeper. You'll notice that the more you master yourself, the clearer your mind becomes. Your will sharpens like a blade. And your goals, they stop being dreams and start becoming reality. Because energy is energy. And how you use it defines the man you become. So choose. Let lust own you, or let it fuel you. Be the slave who scrolls in silence, or the warrior who builds in focus. Pain is temporary. Pleasure is fleeting. But power is forever. And power only belongs to those who have earned it. The ones who stared their demons in the eyes and said, "You don't control me anymore." You can't be both addicted and ambitious. You can't be both distracted and dominant. You can't serve lust and purpose at the same time. So choose. Right now. What kind of man do you want to be? Because every time you give in, the old you wins. And every time you resist, the new you is born. Control your lust, and you control your life. Transform that hunger into fuel for greatness. Transmute that energy into progress. Because it was never about suppression, it was always about transformation. You are not meant to live small. You are not meant to be another man scrolling through the same cycles of regret. You are meant to rise. To lead. To dominate. To conquer yourself first, and the world next. So stand tall. Take that raw, untamed energy, and forge it into fire. Burn through your weakness. Burn through your distractions. Burn through everything that tries to control you. Because the man who controls his lust can't be stopped. He's the one who wins in silence, while others lose in comfort. He's the one who walks through storms with purpose. He's the one who commands himself, and therefore, the world. If this message lit a fire in you, then it's time to act. Drop this in the comments right now. I control my desires. So that I know that you have stayed all the way till the end of the video, and you will be patient and trust the process.